Hi, my name is Paul Affleck and I was chosen by producttesting.uk.com to test the iPad Mini 4. Here's my review. The package arrived via a very pleasant and well-mannered DPD driver 1 working day after it had been ordered. The package had arrived in a good condition and a signature was given to confirm the receipt. The iPad box was well packaged in a small, sturdy plain brown delivery box with 2 cardboard end caps which ensured the fragile product was kept out of harm's way by holding the actual product box in isolation from the outer packaging. A very simple but effective method of reducing any potential courier damage to the product whilst it was being delivered. The iPad itself was in a cellophane wrapped fairly sturdy white box with minimal graphics on it, which was aesthetically pleasing to the eye. After removing the protective cellophane, I found the lid for the iPad box was quite difficult to open as it was flush to the base and such a tight fit. Some simple finger cutouts of the bottom edge of the lid would have allowed this to be opened in a much more controlled and safer manner. Once inside, the iPad was in a simple plastic sleeve that had a tab sticking up to allow you to safely remove it from the box. Underneath the iPad I found a small cardboard wallet containing basic instructions, 2 halves of a charger and a USB data or charging cable. Each of the items in the box had a minimalistic protective layer of plastic which was easily removed. Overall, I found the packaging to be designed well. It allowed for the product to be safe and kept clean while reducing non-recyclable waste to almost zero. I have to say I love the design of the iPad Mini 4. It's comprised of a surprisingly strong one-piece aluminium body, tough glass display, and only has 3 protrusions on the outer case for the power and volume control buttons. It also features 2 cameras, a headphone jack, 2 microphones, built-in stereo speakers, and the home or touch ID sensor, and the all-important lightning connector, which is used for both charging and data transfer. The iPad Mini 4 sits well in your hands at only 6.1mm thick and feels very balanced and comfortable to hold. The device I'm testing is finished in a gorgeous space grey colour, but it's also available in silver or gold. The iPad Mini 4 has a listed weight of only 299 grams, and it seems it's totally in the Goldilocks zone. Even holding this device for several hours at a time does not fatigue your arms by much, yet it's still weighty enough to sit well in your hand, giving you the reassurance there is actually something there. Being an iProduct virgin, I was not sure what to expect or do with this product. After opening the box, unpacking the iPad etc. to find a small instruction card telling you how to turn it on and follow the on-screen instructions, well, it seemed a little lacking, but how wrong I was. First of all, I was shocked to find that the iPad was fully charged. What a joy not to have to wait for it to charge for several hours before you can even start setting it up. The setup had to be the most foolproof I've ever experienced. Simple and clear instructions throughout, and help available online for anybody that does get themselves confused. Once up and running, I updated the software to the latest iOS, which only took 5 minutes to complete. The iPad itself is very easy to use. After only a few minutes of playing around, I found my way onto all the available menus and found everything I set out to find. The speed of this device is most impressive, as I didn't experience any delays when hopping in and out of the various applications, playing games, watching video, or surfing the web. This iPad claims up to 10 hours of surfing the web on Wi-Fi, watching video, or listening to music. I personally have not been able to achieve this time so far, though I did get an impressive 5 hours of intense gameplay, or 8 hours of intense web surfing before it actually shut down. The battery life, as with any device, depends entirely on what you're doing and how much of the resources you're using at that time. I think with careful use of settings, you could achieve an impressive amount of hours. The screen is a nice size at 7.9 inch, as it allows you to see enough without making the device too large or the graphics too small. The 2048 by 1536 resolution and the 3.1 million pixel display certainly pack those pixels in to give you a very impressive quality from such a small screen. I did not experience any screen delay while pushing the graphics either. The colours seem to be very clear and crisp. Input via the touchscreen also seems to be very responsive and precise, leading to a very good all-round display unit. For such a small device, it certainly packs a punch. It reproduces a crystal clear sound at a good volume that is very pleasing using its built-in stereo speakers. Surprisingly loud volumes can be achieved using headphones, so much so I am surprised there is no warning about damage to your hearing. As with all iProducts, you have access to the online Apple App Store. The store hosts a seemingly endless selection of apps, both free and paid for. Whatever you want to do, watch or play, I'm sure you will find an app here to suit your needs. There are 24 built-in apps which offer you a good range of everyday functions. The choice of apps seems to be well thought through to optimise the functionality of the pad's features while still offering the most common everyday life apps at its core. Yes, I most certainly would recommend this to a friend. It's a very good device that can be used by all of the family, no matter what their ability level. If you want to keep your iPad in a good condition, then yes, a cover is an essential piece of kit. Whilst it is robust enough to cope with most daily use, I would not like to run the risk of damaging it while carrying it around in a bag or a pocket. It's too expensive not to take simple precautions, and I'm a little surprised that Apple don't supply a basic cover or screen wipe with it. I will be buying a cover for this one. I have used other tablets before and found them to be slow and cumbersome space wasters, and I would never have considered buying an iPad mini 4. I have to admit that after just a few days use, it has converted me. The tablet has outperformed anything I've encountered before by far, and its compact size makes it a dream to use and carry around. I would give this product a 4.8 out of 5. I've not given it a full 5 due to the lack of a basic case or even a screen wipe. That said, I do feel the iPad mini 4 is still good value for money. A feature on the iPad mini 4 that deserves a special mention are the two cameras. After seeing friends' dodgy iPhone and iPad pictures all over popular social media sites, I expected the cameras to be less than usable. I was pleasantly surprised to find that major improvements had been made. The 8 megapixel iSight camera gives a very clear photo, and the 1080 HD video recording mode is amazing. The other FaceTime HD camera allows you to take 1.2 megapixel photos and a 720 HD video recording. Both cameras and modes have a plethora of options to get your pictures or videos just right. Despite the price tag of £319 for the basic 16GB Wi-Fi model I'm testing, I do feel this product is well worth the investment, as it delivers an excellent all-round experience that should not disappoint the average user. Thank you to producttesting.uk.com for allowing me to test and review this product on their behalf.